Alright, what's going on, everybody? I know it's been a while since I've done a video. I've been working with the pack developer for Peace of Mind, and I've been helping him trying to keep the pack updated. I've played a lot of this Peace of Mind mod pack, and I've really enjoyed it. So I've been doing and helping with mod updates on it. Alright, what's going on, everybody? I'm back. Sorry about that. I've been having some issues with my screen capturing software. I don't know why. Sometimes it'll freeze, and I didn't know it freeze, and I'd end up just talking to nobody. Anyway, moving on. I was just kind of going over some of the changes that were in the pack. Real quick, I made sure Antique Atlas, the resource pack, will load. Sometimes it doesn't load, and the reason behind that I found out is... Let's just scroll down real quick. This is just some of the mods that have changed in the pack. Default options I have added. The reason being is more default options. There's a conflict with foam fix where it won't initialize properly and it won't load the default options that were in the original pack from Mullish, the original developer that has done a lot of the work and most of the work in the pack. So I kind of wanted to make sure that was working properly. I think there was an issue with that with one of the issues. We can just go to that. I think it was 62. It wasn't, the issue was we weren't getting peaceful mode, and I didn't really notice this because I like playing it in easy or normal. I'm just used to having the mobs in there, even though it's supposed to be peace of mind and it's a peaceful pack. I always would have it set on easy or normal, so I didn't notice that, and somebody brought that to our attention. So we did adjust that. So any new installs of the pack should be starting off in peaceful. I've tested it and it works. So that's just kind of one of the things that have changed. There's also some of the problems that were addressed. Nether ore, there was an incorrect tool reference. We fixed that. And the Angel Ring to Bauble mod was removed from the pack, as Extra Utilities 2 does support the Bauble slots now. So I know I showed you that before, but just a run through of kind of the changes that were done. I did make some config changes in the better frames per second mod and dynamic surroundings. I think there was a change where the old mod had to be removed from the 1.12 mod folder, otherwise you'd get a crash. So that's been addressed. And foam fix, I changed a few settings in there, not many, but just so that if you don't set some of the changes in foam fix, the default options still won't work. I had an issue with that with the Antique Atlas loading properly and the key bindings. So just kind of a side note on those. Also, there's a lot of mod updates in here just to help address stability with some of these. Kind of Feed the Beast utilities and Feed the Beast the library file. And there was another one that was causing crashes, and I think it was Serene Seasons was causing an issue with dynamic surroundings. I was having a conflict with that when I was testing it actually with the Biomes of Plenty world generation. So those have been all addressed. If you guys have any issues with those, feel free to report those. And of course, I'm having problems when I'm streaming, as usual. Alright, so we'll skip past that. And go back real quick to the server if that's functional, because I did have it crash, so I don't understand why it's not loading. It seems like every time you're streaming something, there we go. I don't know why it didn't load, see? But you can go find me here under projects. These are the projects I've been working on. I've been working on chunked elements, that's one, and just kind of a rundown, lighter elements, and then of course Peace of Mind, I've been helping on that, and Compendium is another one. I want to do a separate update on that. That's more of a Tech-It, vanilla, Feed the Beast style. It's a throwback retro pack to where it all started for pretty much for me when I was introduced to modded Minecraft. I started with Tech-It and some of the earlier, I think it was Feed the Beast Unleashed or Feed the Beast, I can't remember the exact pack, but I think it was Monster. is where I started, and then of course Feed the Beast Infinity. I played a lot of that, and then of course the earlier Dire Wolves are the packs that I was into. But anyway, if you go to here and the 2.0.2 update, just remember to update your quest book, like I said before. That's just kind of a note to take away from this. And also, make sure you back up everything, because you don't want to lose any of your hard work that you've done, especially if you got if you have extra utilities items that were converted and they're not converted back from the Angel Ring to Bauble mod. So just keep that in mind. That's just a side note, okay? Just some other things with the game. For some reason my screen capture software wasn't working. I don't know why, so I apologize for that, but I think it is functional now. I recorded a whole bunch of stream, and then all it was a blank page. So sometimes technology can be irritating, but let's see. Do I have to sleep? Yeah. Alright, here we go. I've been playing on this server for a little bit. It's one of my test beta servers. So to kind of go up and over what some of the updates are, I got mine on easy. Alright, let's hit the, we'll go to the quest book. That's the minus key in the pack. And what I've done in this update for 2.0.2 is we started with important info and not as important info. Those are quests that you complete. They're information about the pack that were included in the... I've added a quest about how to update the quest book. What this does is it'll update your quest. Every time there's a change, you want to update your quest book from your old level to this level. And you can do that by either entering these commands, or you can use the quest book updater. And how you do that, I'll just kind of give you a quick rundown on that. I already have this made, and what you do is you just click this, and it'll say reloaded default loot database and reloaded default quest database. So then you're good to go, and that'll update you to the current quest book, any of the changes that were done. So just be sure to check that out. And we've also added the pack update information, just so we can interact with you all about what the up-and-coming pack changes are and what we've added and deleted. And then there's also a 2.0.2 pack update, and we've included, so when you do complete the update, you do get some experience. So just a minor, get a little bit of reward. And just be sure to check that out when you go ahead and if you download the pack. Some of the other things that we've changed around, we've added refined storage. It's a whole quest line. The way you make the chips and progress through the entire mod is kind of changed a little bit, but the way the flow is still the same. Just some things are relabeled. Also, the dimensional transceiver upgrade has been removed. Regular transceivers will work cross-dimensionally now. So just a note on extra utilities, the flight rings are only extra utilities 2 now, because I'll show you here, the Angel Ring to Bubble mod has been removed. So just so you know, it was duplicate because it was doing the same thing. I think originally it didn't, and they had to do it so it would convert, so you could use the ring in the bubbles. What that means is, I'll show you real quick. When you go to here, when you insert the ring here, you can use it for flight. Before it wasn't. Now Extra Utilities 2 mod supports that. Excuse me. So this is just kind of an update on the pack. I did change some things around because there was an issue with the mod default options. Kind of the issue with that was more default options was the problem, and default options is the one I've changed the pack to, because more default options wasn't working with foam fix, and the pack wasn't defaulting to peaceful mode, and that's the whole point of the pack is to be a peaceful pack. You can play it in peaceful. I usually play it in easy because I don't know, it's weird playing Minecraft without the mobs. I know I kind of miss them, actually, to be honest. So I've played through the pack once before, but this is just my test server. I just been doing some mining. This is what I use to test. I'm checking for bugs, checking for glitches, anything that, and then, anything that causes an issue or a freeze or a crash. And then you all been great about keeping me updated, because you guys, when you play the pack, you guys are almost like pack testers, which I appreciate. Anything you've posted about issues or problems with the pack, just kind of a quick, you can use extra utilities and you can go back to home. So that's just kind of an I don't know if you're all aware of that. If you use Feed the Beast utilities before in other packs, that's just kind of it's kind of a side note, but you can set that by doing set home and then just call it home, and it should say home set here. So when you, that's just kind of a tip. So when you, when you go back out somewhere, you always can go back home and type that command, and you'll go back to there. All right. Well, I appreciate it. Everybody's support of the pack. This was just a quick update of what's changed, just kind of some of the changes to make you guys aware of what has changed in the pack. So thanks for your support, everybody. Happy mining, and I'll see you on the next update, which should be 2.0.3 or 2.0.4. All right. Thanks again. All right.